China sharply cut the export quotas this year for rare earth metals, worrying its trade partners in Japan, the United States, and Europe. But Tiger Pan, the managing director for Asia Metal, says it's the hype, as much as the cuts, that have thrown the market into disarray.
It's speculation. This market always needs a hotspot, something to talk about. It's like the stock market. It's only if you pump up the prices that people can sell out high. Western countries want to exploit their own rare earths. They have a lot of resources, but they've not been exploited. Labor costs are high, so are equipment costs and environmental costs. So they want to exploit these reserves, but there's no financing. No one's interested. So I think they've pumped this thing up to benefit their plans to open rare earth mines and earn some money. There's that kind of a push factor.
Reports that shipments to Japan were cut off in September could reflect customs efforts to stop smuggling, as well as some speculation by players in the market.
Some Chinese companies, including some rare earth organizations or individuals, got ideas, or maybe the opportunity for speculation mixed with Sino-Japanese and Sino-American relations made them decide to reduce shipment volumes. Meanwhile, customs was trying to crack down on rare earth smuggling, because even though the quotas are not large, about 30,000 tons, we suspect the actual outflow is quite big.
Pan believes that export quotas could be further reduced, but says that Chinese exports won't stop altogether.
I think China will continue to reduce rare earths exports, because at the same time, there's the environment problem, pollution problems. The huge volumes of chemicals used are ruining the grasslands. In the interests of the environment, the government should regulate, reorder the industry. In June, a lot of mines were shut, some of them illegal ones, producing without licenses. They accounted for about 30,000 to 40,000 tons, or about 20 to 30% of China's legal production. Now they're shut, so the output trend is less each year.
High rare earths prices may worry traders now, but Pan says that if all the planned new projects come on stream, the world may be facing dumping allegations in the future.
There's Vietnam, there's India, there's Canada, the US. They all are talking about producing from new mines. After 3 years, a lot of rare earth companies will be able to produce. Chinese companies will still be exporting and need to retain their market. And China has an advantage because of volume. Chinese companies and Western companies will begin competing in the international market. Competing how? On price. Rare earths will get cheaper until the US companies can't make it work. They'll say, it's so cheap, I can't produce. They'll go to the US Department of Commerce and complain China is selling too low into the US market. We need to shut our mines. If we shut, the US can't make weapons from our rare earths, so you'll have to buy from China. And if the Chinese government is not happy, they won't sell. So I think after 3 or 4 years, the US will be taking anti-dumping action against China, adding 100 or 200% in countervailing duties to Chinese rare earth shipments coming to America. That day is not far off.